Good morning, class. How are we doing today? This week, we are going to learn about addition and subtraction of fractions. Now, here is two knowledge we need to talk about. One is a procedure knowledge, and then the other one is a conceptual knowledge. Now, procedure knowledge is described as the mastery of a computational skills and knowledge of procedures in identifying mathematical components, algorithms, and definitions. Now, what about conceptual knowledge? Conceptual knowledge is described as a relationships and interconnections of ideas that explain and give meaning to mathematical procedures. Many of you, I think in the past, you learned fraction, addition, and subtraction, and you only know about procedure knowledge, right? And today we're gonna talk about more, both, procedure knowledge and conceptual knowledge. Now here is an example of addition of fraction. Tom used 3/5 meter square of cardboard, and Jerry used 4/5 meter square. And how many meter square of cardboard did they use all together? So we want to find out this problem. We want to solve for this problem. Now, first of all, we take a 3/5 represent like this. So this is shows the 3/5. All right, the mean, that's the conceptually. Okay. Now what about next 4/5? If we want to find all together, we have to add together. So this is a 4/5. All right. So add together. You can see add together. You have 3/5 plus 4/5. So since this is they have same common denominator, 5 and 5. So therefore, we don't have to do anything. We just simply added up the total for the numerator. So we take a 3 plus 4, which is equal 7. So 3 plus 4 equals 7. So actually, we got a what? We got a 7/5. Now 7/5 actually is 1 and 2/5, right? So this is a procedurally. This is a PK. And then and show you the picture here, what's going on. This is a conceptual understanding, right? So now you take a 3/5 plus 4/5 of cardboard add together, and we simply, procedurally, we just add on the top, which is a 3 plus 4, which is 7. Now 7/5 actually is what? Is improper fraction. So we're gonna change this into improper fraction. And then therefore we got a 1. Why it is 1? Because we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as all 1, right? And what's left over? We have a 2 left over. So this is a 1, this is a 2/5, all right? So procedurally, this is how we do procedurally, right? The algorithm. And then this is show you the picture, conceptual understanding. Did you get it? Okay, let's take a look at another problem. This is let's think about how to calculate 2 and 3/5 plus 1 and 1/5. Okay, so this is one of a student response. You want to take a look. 2 and 3/5. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, show you the picture like this. What about 1 and 1/5? 1 and 1/5 is like this. The picture like this. Make sense to you? All right. Now we're gonna add together. Add together. All right. Add together. So this student, use the whole number plus whole number, which is 2 plus 1, which is equal 3. And next, take a fraction plus fraction. So therefore got a 4/5. So what's the final answer? The final answer add together will be 3 and 4/5. So this shows 3. This is a 3. This shows 4/5. All right. Okay. So this student come up with the answer. They can actually just like remember that in class we talk about decompose. We decompose 2 and 3/5, and this decompose 1 and 1/5. So therefore, take a 2 plus 1, which is equal 3. Take a fraction plus fraction, which is 4/5, right? So this is one of answer come with student and show the picture like this. Okay, let's take a look at another example from the student B response for 2 and 3/5 plus 1 and 1/5. So this represent 2 and 3/5. Make sense? Yes. What about next? Or what about next? All right. Put together, you see this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right. Student B just responds this, change this into improper, right? So that's why we have 13/5. So basically, we take a 2 times 5 and plus 3, and that's why we got a 13, okay? And then how about 1 and 1/5? So this is 1 and 1/5. Make sense to you? All right. So we're gonna change this into improper. Change this improper is 1 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6/5. All right. Now 6/5. We have improper fraction. So add together. We have a 13 plus 6, which is equal how many? Which is 19, right? 19/5, we change this into mixed number. So therefore, 19/5 actually is 3 and 4/5. So why it is 3? You want to take a look. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. So that's why we have 3, all right? What about 4/5? This is a 4/5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/5, right? So you want to take a look, This is the process, the procedure. So procedure, what we do, the algorithm. This is a procedure. This is a pre-PK. Now, how I show you the understanding what's going on. This is a conceptual understanding. This is called a CK, right? Conceptual knowledge, okay? So actually, when you do the teaching, you're not only doing this. Most of the time we're doing this, right? We need to show the student both PK and CK, okay? Now let's take a look another example. Now this example is when the denominator are not the same. We say it is unlike a fraction, okay? So denominator is not same. So here is a problem. There is 1/3 gallon of a milk in a bottle and 1/2 gallon in a milk carton. And how many gallon of milk do we have altogether, right? Altogether. So this 1/3 plus 1/2 equal how many? This is a mathematical sentence. So this is show you 1/3. Make sense? This show you 1/2. Make sense? Yes. So what's the next? We cannot add together. We cannot add together until what? Until we have same portion. Remember that? We talked about this before in class before. And then we have to make it as the same portion. So same portion, 1/3 equivalent fraction, which is equal 2/6. Did you see this is a 1, this is 2, right? 2/6. Now here, you want to make it as a 6. So how many on the bottom? How many on top? Bottom is a 6, and then how many on the top? So we have 1, 2, 3. So 3/6, right? So now we have a same common denominator. Then we can add together. We can add together. So therefore, we got a 2 plus 3, which is equal 5. All right. So 5, 6. So the answer is 5, 6. Okay. Now what about subtraction? Now subtraction and addition will be the same. See this problem, there is a 1 2/5 pound of sugar. If you use 4/5 pound, how many pound will be left? All right. So we have 5 and 5 is the same common denominator. So let me show you. This is a 1 2/5. Make sense to you? How about next one? All right, so I want to change this into what? Improper fraction, which is a 7, 5, right? Now, what about, I want to minus 4/5. And minus 4/5. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So how many left over? So we have a 3/5, right? So the total is 7. Now I want to take away 4 of them. Take away 4 of them. So therefore, that's why I got a 1, 2, and 3. 3/5, right? 7 minus 4, which is equal 3, right? So therefore, look, this is to show you the procedural knowledge. Now conceptually, you're gonna show the picture how many you have in total, all right? How many you have in total, and you want to take away. So you take away 3, take away 4. So how many left over? Take away. That's why we have 7 minus 4. That's why we have 3. That's why we have 3/5. Okay. Let's take a look. Another student A response. Not thinking about how to calculate the mixed number like 2 and 3/5 minus 1 and 1/5, all right? So 2 and 3/5, this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3/5, okay? Does that make sense to you? Yes, show the picture to you, okay? Now what about 1 and 1/5? This is a 1, this is a 1/5, okay? So now I want to take away 1 and 1/5 one from where? So I want to take away this much, take away, and then from where? From 2 and 3/5, all right? So when we do the subtraction, and 2, another, this is student A response is just take a 2 minus 1 and got a 1. Whole number minus whole number. And next, take a fraction minus fraction. Take a 3/5 minus 1/5. All right, so therefore got a 2/5. And what's the final answer? The final answer will be 1 and 2/5. All right, so because this is a 1, this is a 2/5. Okay. And then basically student A is just like a decompose 2 and 3/5. And they decompose 1 and 1/5. Right? And then you subtract this much. All right? 2 plus 3/5 minus 1 plus 1/5. Okay? So that's why, okay? That's the one answer from student A. What about the other way? Student B, right? Student B doing this way, right? 2 and 3/5 represent like this picture. That makes sense to you? Yes. How about then we're gonna change this into what? Improper fraction. All right. Another way to do it. All right. So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So basically we take a 2 times 5 plus 3, that's why we got 13. All right, so 13 out of 5. Now what about 1 and 1/5? We can change this into what? Change this into 6. All right, 6 out of 5, right? 6 out of 5. Now 6 out of 5, we actually 1 times 5 plus 1. That's why we got a 6, okay? So now we want to subtract 13 over 5 minus 6 over 5. So therefore, 13 minus 6, which is 7. Right? Now 7 over 5 actually is what? Is a what mixed number? Actually is 1 and 2/5, right? So that's the two different way, you can do. One is, the way you can just simply take a whole number minus whole number, fraction minus fraction. The other way like student B did, is change into improper fraction, right? All right, that's the how we do the subtraction of fraction with the denominator is the same, all right? Now what about denominator is not the same? What should we do? Here's an example. We have 2/3 gallon of milk. We used 1/2 gallon to make a cake. And how many gallon of milk are left? So we want to solve for this problem. 2/3 minus 1/2 is equal how many? So this represent 2/3. This represent 1/2. Okay. It's represent 1/2, okay? Show you the conceptual knowledge, okay? Then, can we add together now? No, we cannot add together now until we have same denominator. So that's why we say common denominator, right? Common denominator, which is make it as a 6, all right? All right, same portion on the same portion for those two number, right? 2/3 and 1/2, right? So therefore, here once we make it as common denominator as a 6, and then actually we times 2 here, we times 2 for on the top. So that's why we can 1, 2, 3, 4. We can see, did you see 1, 2, 3? Did you see this is 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes. So all of 4 out of 6. And here's a 3 out of 6. Do they have a same common denominator? Yes. Now we can do the operation. So we take a 4 minus 3, which is equal how many? Which is equal 1. So the final answer is 1, 6. All right. So basically what we're doing here, this is procedure knowledge, do the procedure knowledge. And the picture I show to you is a conceptual understanding. Okay. Well, thank you for watching this video tape. And then if you have any questions, just send me by email and I will answer you. You have a great day. Thank you.